Welcome back everyone to Pleasure Pond. We have already established a part of our main street and we have our first little family dipper in the back, and last episode we did quite a lot in the main street. It's not yet done, obviously, but I thought I got to continue with this one. But first of all, we need a new ride. We need a new ride, guys, and I had an idea that sparked to my head, and the idea is pretty nice because we are going to build a coaster, and a coaster I have not built in this very game. So we are going to build a wooden coaster, and yeah, I thought about this for a long time. A GCI is obviously it would be nice, but it's more like maybe it is too crazy even. I think we are going to go for like a very classic wooden coaster. But what we're going to do with this wooden coaster is we are going to make this I guess, well, maybe, my gosh, just, I'm not so, maybe we go with this one, or we go with the Kingdom Isle wooden. It's very hard to, I mean, definitely not AMC, but like, I want to do something very family friendly. I think this is what we do with this one then. And I think it could be really cool as like a very nice skyline idea. So this is why I want to build this. And no worries, this is a chill, relaxed one over here. So I'm not going to be the coaster nerd or whatnot over here. We're just going to have some fun building a nice coaster. I want to do a bit of elevated stuff here, so we can have some planters and queue work in front of it to make it look rather nice. And not sure if this is going to be happening in the full episode or maybe more or less, I don't know. But what I do want to do is I want to have a station where guests only board. And oops, what the heck? And I want to have this, go back. On this side, maybe not raise it too much, just like so. I'm gonna make this very simple, guys, very simple. So this is that, and now we are not going to go into the what's that called, the lift hill. We're just going to curl around a little, just make that a little shorter. And as I said, we're going to just enjoy, okay? We're just building an enjoyable layout, and we're going to try our best to make it look nice. So this one is bending maybe over a little bit more. So let's see if we can curl that around nicely. So here we go. Just gonna keep it on this area, and then I want to build this straight through here into the lift hill, which is gonna be, I'm wondering also if I build this here, is the okay, the lift hill would then be visible to the right hand side. That's okay, that's okay. So we're just going to see that this goes below, and now we gotta go up to make that fit nicely. Yeah, that fits very nicely indeed. And I'm just gonna bring this up a little more. What degree do we go for? Well, 34-ish is good. So we're just gonna bring this up, and again, it's going to be a family one, so I'm not going to make this too crazy high. It's gonna be a fun little in and out coaster, I assume it is. I don't want to go too big, so I think we're going to go for the right hand side here to make the in and out design. Let's see how that works. So let's do a little pre-drop like so, and then we bring this back to 0, and then we turn it around, make this piece a little longer. We can also bring this down already, but now I want to have this like a nice little curve that just about shoots them into the layout. That is good. I mean, you know, it doesn't need to be like all mega super family friendly, you know, it doesn't need to be all like gentle. But the idea is to just make the park overall a bit more catered towards families and, you know, smaller kids as well. I think that is pretty nice. We can, well, that is, I went a little bit too crazy quick with my fingers here. Clickety click. Okay, we're gonna go in for a bit of airtime here. So, yeah, that actually, it should still pass it, but it's not, I mean, it's not gonna be super crazy, but it's fine. So we're gonna bring this over like a bit of an S-bend here. And just gonna bring this over like so. Let's have a look, is this too crazy? Yeah, we can smooth that out nicely again. Just about so is nice. And this is already it. We now have to go into already the transition back to, you know, keep the speed alive, I assume is what I wanna say. So we're gonna make this come in here. And I'm wondering how tall I can go. So this is 16 meters. Yeah, no, we need to go down here already. And we're gonna stick this to 15 meters, that is. Yeah, and then we right away go down. I do hope that we have enough pace here It might actually be already a bit of an issue. But we're gonna see this. We're gonna see this. Maybe we just have to build the lift hill. I mean, we still have the chance to build the lift hill higher in total. So that could be a solution. So let's just straighten that one up here. 0. And then let's actually go for a little bit of a double down. We didn't really have a double down yet. So down once. Let's bring that a little bit in parallel to the other one. Just to a bit shorter here. And then we go for a bit of a more crazy down. So there you go. Oops, that was again too much. Let's just try to make this work. Okay, that's fine. We can bring this up again. Oh, this is very close to the other one. You know what? If that's the case, why not go through here then? I wanted to quickly go through here anyways. And just about use that momentum. And go up again. Okay, how much speed would we have over here? I think that we could be fairly fast. If this is working from the pace, we would be fairly fast over here. So we could go up again and go into like a nice little airtime. About 8 meters should be fine. And we're about to go back already in a bit, like just maybe a bit of helixes here and there. But you know what? We're gonna test this real quick. Oh wait, this I can't actually be tested yet. Place entrance. Normally I want to test this while building. This should work, right? Hold on, start test. There we have that. So I just wanna see the test while we are at it. We can build this to the back. I don't mind too much. So I think this is where I wanted to build the exit station. No, the exit goes to this side. Yeah, this is the loading station. Okay, cool. Let's have a look how this... Where's the coaster? Am I blind? Oh, the coaster's over here. Okay, well, now I can press test. Okay, cool. Let's just have a little look. We need to change the station leave speed because that is obviously that is boring as hell. Okay, so let's just go and have a little look. There's the coaster. I mean, these things have like quite a lot of friction, so that is something to absolutely keep in mind. So there we go. We're gonna increase the lift hill speed anyways. Whee! That is very gentle indeed. Let's have a look. It's just barely making it. Yeah, I really thought about that already. Okay, we're gonna increase a couple of things here before we continue the layout. Let's actually go to the station and say exit speed. Goes relatively quick. And then we can also change the speed of the lift hill quite dramatically. So that should definitely change already a bit of the things. You know what, I'm just gonna continue with the layout real quick. So I like the idea of coming in here, coming down, up and down we go, up we go here. There is the end. How do we bring this to the end nicely? I think I have an idea how to do that. So we would need to... Okay, I'm gonna do this. It's kind of a double helix, which is going to look really cool, I believe. So we're just going to keep it on 0 here. And we're just going to bend into that first one. Maybe go and bring this down until we are almost at level. There you go. And then we could make this. We could make like a fun little left-right combination to just have a bit of fun here with a bit more pace that we should still have. And we bring this straight already up a little, and then we're going to have like a bit more of a tighter turn, and that should... Oh, look at that, it already has that kind of speed now. And I need to bring this all the way back here now. So therefore we will need to have a bit more speed overall. It's almost already making it. This is pretty much what I needed to have. It's 5 meters that we need to go up to. Okay, well, hold on then. If this is 5 meters, we can already curl this down here. If that's 5 meters, I'm all good for 5 meters then. Let's bring this forward a little. And then we're gonna bring this in the center here. And then it's going to make a nice turn here. And so then it goes into the station, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let me just. No, I want to build from the station rearwards because reasons. Let's use the push tires. There you go. And we can then just connect to this one. There you go. That is about it. And I guess push tires can be in from over here. Why not? So this is good. And as I said, overall a little bit more speed will do the trick. And therefore, I am just going to delete this bit over here. And we're just going to bring this up. Wait, once more. Like so. And like so. And I believe if we are just... Oh my god. There we go. We're just going to bring this down. Normal track over here should be good. Bend over into that turn. And see if it's offering me to connect. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Now we have a bit more of a classical entry into the layout, and that should give it a lot more pace over these dens. Maybe we have to make the rest of the layout over here even use a bit more height elevations, so that could have enough space, or maybe too much space now. Oh yeah, that is a bit more. That's a bit more like it. You know? That's a bit more like it. No, actually the friction is already doing a thing. You know, having like a crazy double down here. It's not even too crazy. Then we go left, right. That is some very good airtime to the end. And then we come through here, left, right. And we go into that last bit. Up into the push tires. Oh, we could even put like a brake in there. Which is fair. We can turn that into a brake then instead. I quite like what I'm seeing, guys. I'm quite okay with this. So let's smooth out this whole section here a little. So smooth that out. And we're going to do the same for over here in the entire layout. Just smooth it all out nicely. I'm not entirely sure, but I think the whole layout doesn't even need to be smoothed that much, you know. I'm just gonna bring this back, and this time around we're going to go with 3. And just gonna smooth these 3 pieces as well. And then we're gonna hop on and on ride and have a little look how the coaster actually behaves and looks. So there you go. I think from the layout itself, from the looks of it, this is pretty much exactly what I wanted, you know. You just peek about here, you come in, and then you see the whole thing from over here. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Okay, let's hop on to have a look at how the coaster behaves. Really curious to see. I'm just gonna deactivate the HUD for a moment. So that's like a gentle little beginning. It's not too crazy, but I like these beginnings quite a lot on these wooden coasters. Yeah, you know, it's just to get into the mood, get into the vibe. You're just gonna have a good time here. Pretty much what I like. Pretty much what I like. And then we come up here, and down we go. Look at that. Ooh, fantastic. Oh, that's a great smoothing, great pace, great everything. Love that. Yeah, we gotta get rid of some of the... I thought it's actually too fast, but it's not even too fast at all. It's great pace. Ooh, I'm loving that. I am loving that. We are absolutely going with this. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, by the way, this just... We need to, first of all, get push tires in. And you know what? There's like a tiny bit I want to change. I want to actually just about have this piece removed as well. Is this fully straight now? Is that a fully straight one? Yeah, it is. And now let's put the brakes here and connect the push tires. Because, you know, normally brakes are on a straight and not that like wobbly kind of corner. Really big fan of it. Really big fan. You know what, guys? I just gonna save this park real quick because I forgot to save after last episode. It's gonna say 2.5. No matter you know, for me personally, that's just, I know that we have done. It's just for taking screenshots and thumbnails. Don't mind me. For that save, I can just delete the coaster. We've literally just built the coaster, so that's fine. Okay. Until we are done with the building over here, we don't need to do much. Wait, is this entrance? Wait, hold on. Have I just... That's about the length of the coaster. Like, how can I be so stupid? Okay, we're gonna get rid of the station here. Gonna get rid of the station here. Yeah, we have to exit this right here, right? This is the exit station, and we're gonna use this like this. And now what we gotta put here is surprising. Honestly, I had in mind already why it is so small. I'm wondering if I put it here, I mean, we do need this. We could have the cube go below, which I like. So I'm gonna place this here, and so you can actually see the train from the other side. Yeah, that looks a lot more like it. Honestly, can I change this direction? Yeah, I can. Okay, because that makes a lot more sense now. And we've got the entrance. We're going to place the entrance. Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm gonna place the exit. Yeah, we're gonna place the exit right in the middle. We're gonna have the staff gate right over here. And we're gonna connect the queue to the coaster. This is exactly what we do. I am willing to just about have one here, and then we're just about go and bring this down to the ground already. It's just like so. And then we're going to have like one kettle pan that is a bit on a lower area here. About that is good. Yeah, that was... I thought about this is going to be too tight. So let's see, is that fitting above it? It might actually not too... Let's do that. I'm just going to test this now. Okay, so that about works. That little edge over here is cute. I mean, this is just a staff gate anyways, right? I'm fine if this is just a staff gate. So, whatever, I assume. Yes, much better. That's much better. I am just willing to grab me that edge and connect all of these edges here. And make that go in. And how about that one? Yeah, there you go. This is just... We don't need more space than that. This is just for employees. I don't mind to have something like this over there. And we're just going to have that. Okay, fine. Because we will bring this one all the way down. Like here. That's like a good ramp. And then we're going to bring this all the way here. I'm not sure if this is going to be the full path. Don't mind me. But I'm willing to just about brush over here. Ooh, wait, I need to get rid of the foundation. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make that little brush a bit wider. How about size 3? And just gonna make sure that the whole station looks like that too. Awesome. The question though is, shall we just go for a bit of wood up here? Yeah, this is absolutely not in peril. I wish to be able to just change the orientation of this wood. It's kind of cool that we can finally change the color of the wood. This is so good. This is like a much better wooden color. I'm just going to go with this. Even though the orientation is not correct. Whatever. It's still very good. So let's customize the queue. Also, we're going to have this one. I like that. I like that color. Okay, cool. And now we are just going to build this one. And we're going to bring this to the ground here too. Okay. So about that is fine. We're just about down here. And I'm just going to do another little kettle pan. Man. it just so magnetically connects to that corner, so it just always gives you the same kettle pan idea. I like that. I really like that. So this is kind of going to be a good cube. We've got a kettle pan here, kettle pan there. You know what? I'm just gonna have like a bit of a roundish area here. Why not? And then just about, yeah, have another one going here. And then, you know what? Actually, we're talking about a pond, right? So why not? Oh, that is actually. No, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, fair. And you know what we're gonna do? We're just going to. I'm going to have a little pond here. And so we go into natural water. Oh my god, that's a tiny pond. Can I have a bigger one? Nah, I can't. Okay, well then we go for like a tiny pond. And we're going to make this look very nice indeed. Just gonna have some various textures going on. Intensity now go all the way down. Just gonna meander a lot of different colors in here. Even further down. Hardness go down as well. And now this is gonna be interesting if we can just have that look exactly like I want it. Maybe in the middle a bit more of that. And a bit more of soil here on the sides of it. Yeah, that's starting to look exactly like I wanted it to. Okay, now let's just create custom. And this is a water lily, right? Yeah, there you go. Let's plop some water lilies up on you. So there we go. Is that above it? Is it above or below? That's about above it, right? Yeah. So we're just going to scale that up again as well. Yes, that's perfect. So having like a smaller version of you guys here too. And there we have it. And now let's type in periwinkle. I'm a huge fan of the periwinkle. And we can have this. And we can also just about go with like a very decent, very subtle rose kind of tint to it. That's nice. And we're just going to place them down in here as well. Maybe not too many of those. Maybe that was a bit overkill. Let's just scale that down. Here we go. And I'm just going to use the flowerless version. Oops, that was a weird angle. That was a very weird angle. I wish to be able to flexi color the periwinkle too, because as much as I like the piece, it would have been nice to just, you know, have options to just flexi color it, you know. That would be very good indeed. So we got a bit of that one too, the bracken. It's just like, you know, that you would always have bracken everywhere. I would have loved to have needles and stuff as well, because they are also so typical in these type of areas. But like, yeah, we don't have them. It's fine. So let's just see. I don't want to have anything merge into the path over here, so that's why I'm just like checking that nothing grows like into that. So this is just about as I wanted to have it. Also, I like the fact that we have a bit of different kind of green tones to it, you know. Just have a bit of, yeah, that's nice. And now let's see if we can have like one proper bush in here. And I like this hawthorn one, but maybe I do go for a bit more of a, that adds some color as well. Let's plop this one here. But I wanted to have like a small kind of tree as well. So let's go to the trees. And obviously my favorite tree in the game, the ash tree, is always like a good choice. Specifically, the small one goes in very nice always. Very nice indeed. I'm just like, is there something more small? Where the poplar one is? Oh my god, that is huge. But we can always use this as like a nice bush. Just like so. You know. And we can't really scale that any much smaller than that. But the small version of it can have a bit of smaller one. So like another bush that goes in here. Really do enjoy that. Yeah, these ones are way too big for the moment being. We might use them later. This one is a cool tree, the mimosa tree, and we can make this all green, but it doesn't suit this area at all over here. Is that an oak tree small? I start to like them more, to be honest. I think they changed the models. I'm rather certain they did. Most of them, actually. This maple tree always used to look good. And then we have our wobbly tree. Wobbly tree 1. The birch tree also looks fairly good. But I like this willow tree. Even though I don't want to have it everywhere. But this is a good position. Look, that looks already a bit more inviting. I'm pretty sure it does. Look at that. This is kind of a cool coaster area. Like that. So we have this little pond going through here. But you know what we got to do? We are going to type in wood and... Nope, not blueprints. We are going to use wood, and we're going to use the new wood slab. Whatever stuff we have over here from... There you go. From the wonderful floats. There, with those things, we can build... nice areas here, super quick indeed. So I'm willing to also plop that one in the front here. Look at that. This is going to be a lifesaver in terms of kind of covering up areas quick and dirty. This is looking really good. We gotta do something about this area here up here. But the good bit is we can also just about use this one in a scaled variant. And just about, so let's see. Yeah, height wise, this is absolutely no drama whatsoever. And for the upper area, we will actually use the small town set aligned to the station. It's going to be a very simple design, and I am willing to just do this super quick and dirty. It's going to look good anyways, but yeah. So that's pretty cool. I just wonder how we make that corner over here. I think I am just about fitting that one in like so. So we have this one very nice indeed. You know what, we can do the same on that side too, and it's covered as best as I could already from the side. Really neat. Love that. We can put some bushes in front of here or whatnot. I think that should be about enough. But as for the station, I'm going to go way more simple. So let's clear all filters. Content pack is going to be the parades pack, and well, I didn't favorite that one. That's not true. And go to create custom. And now we should be able to find the new wooden pieces and stuff, because they have a brand new set from the wood. There you go. This is the set, and I'm willing to just, let's say, add to group, add to station, because now it's aligning with the station. And we're going to do exactly this. We're going to utilize this piece in the best way possible. And we're going to use this off center as well. And we might actually be able to... That creates like this semi-half round opening. Really fan of that, because we... You know what, actually I'm going to leave that open for the moment. I just might fix that later. But I am willing to have that one go up here. So that's okay. And we're just going to stick that in the center as well, because I want to make sure that this looks really good as well. We are going to have a not steep roof. We're just going to have like a normal roof. So that is about it. And we're going to make this like so. Just like this little corner over here should go fine. And then we have this one already up here. That's fairly decent. This is about as what I want to do. And now we need to go for roofs. And we have a couple of roofs. Just let me type in roof. I'm wondering if there is also... So this is the scale. Do we have like wooden roofs too? Let's have a look which variants we have. I don't even like, this is flat. I don't need flat. I need this version on this side over here. This is the version we have. But is that actually the only roof we have from this whole set? It's about it, right? There's no wood. Is there wooden stuff? No, it's all this. It's all... I thought we had wood roof. Wait, what if we are not going to go for this content set, and then we're going to see if there is... I think we gotta go with this one. Yeah, this H roof, it just suits this need a lot better. It's just so much better for this course. Okay, right. I'm a big fan of this, but as you can guess, what we need to do is we need to get rid of those, And we're gonna make sure that this is also proper wooden color. I'm gonna make this a little bit more dark. There you go. Okay, we are not done yet. I still have the torchlight activated, by the way, because I was in that shop. And let's go to lamp, and we are going to use... I mean, we could use some of the new ones, because I like them from the set quite a bit. I like these ones here in particular. And I guess we are actually going to use them, because they're really good looking. And I'm willing to make like a... It's like bronze looking? Bronze? I don't know. Bronze. We're just going to bring them in here. And we're going to make one above the queue, one above the coaster, and we're going to say loop and loop. That's gonna look really cool, hopefully. So that is good, and it's as basic as it can be. I wish to... Yeah, this is already like a little detail over here. Let's see if we can find a railing. Nah, maybe a girder. No shingle. No, we don't have any shingle. I'm not even sure how that's written. Small town. How these things called? Cresting. That's the word I was going for. Cresting. Okay, well, that's the only cresting we have in the game. That is unfortunate. I thought we had more of these. I think the other things I meant were brackets, but we're going to go with the cresting, because for my simple course over here, that should be about it. Let's see if we can maybe just about goes a bit darker. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough, guys. I am willing to keep it simple. This is a let's play, it's not a let's build, and it's already 30 minutes in, so yeah. Let's actually split this from the building, and I wonder, can I add this to this group? Somehow I thought this might be a trick to just, you know, I guess maybe if I do it this way, add this to group, random scale. I think it doesn't work because, yeah, whatever. But it doesn't matter. We are just going to do the same thing. It's not as wide anyway, so we have to tighten this down to actually only 2. So we're just going to do this and just delete the middle part, and just going to bring that light over here. That light goes over here. That one goes to the center. And now we're going to just align that manually. That should be not too hard. Honestly, the easiest way of doing this would be just build out. Hold on, what? Wait, what? What? Guys? Am I just... What? Wait. This must be a bug. Oh no, I remember. That was part of the update. Oh yeah, you can tilt these things. I forgot about that. This was a thing in the sorcery pack. Yay. I forgot. Ooh, what a new world to live in. I never used that, but it's existing. Oh yeah. Okay, stupid me, who thought it's just some odd thing I found out, which obviously I didn't. That already existed in game. You know what, guys? I'm just going to build that out here, and then we're going to align this properly, because it still will be some off angle. It's actually not too much off angle. It's honestly pretty good looking. So we are going to just about steal this and just have that sit. Oh yeah, it's exactly, obviously it's one step out. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to make that manually. Just grab those and just push them in once. Right. So we have that coaster. It's nice. And we don't have energy for that one, but we're going to fit energy right beneath the station. So let's just actually, oops, connect that thing. And I'm just gonna place that below the coaster, which is kind of a realistic spot for it anyways. So that is that, and we are going to double tap on you. Good stuff it is, good stuff. So all connected to the main kind of network here, which is good. So let's hit play, And at this point, the coaster is untested. So let's actually quickly do a little test and see if people then will eventually come over here and go onto that coaster. It's all sorted by now. We also would need a mechanic eventually, because otherwise our rides will be breaking down and we don't have anyone to come and help. So that's the coaster being. We will change the color in the next episode, so that's going to happen. So let's have a look what the values are. They're pretty decent. They're pretty okay. Let's open up the coaster. Awesome. And let's see if people come in. One thing we have to do real quick, because now as the park is becoming a bit more crowded, we will, but that's the thing for the future Rudy in the next episode. We will need to do some house cleaning, and that means some bins and benches and making sure that this goes. We're going to place another flat ride down in that corner over here. We're going to use the disc, definitely going to use that one. And we're going to finish off the main street a little more, and then we can see what we can do about the rest of the areas anyways. I think I'm going to use that huge main street building with which is meant to be for the railroad, going to be here in the back. That could be a really cool vista, having that one here. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching for this one, and I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you are going to click in for the next one, our Pleasure Pond Summer Series. I'm enjoying it throughoutly, and I hope this is going to keep you accompanied during my absence of 2.5 or 3 weeks during my summer holidays. So in order to help me do exactly this, just like the video, subscribe, comment down below, and share it with your friends if you liked it. So I talk to you in the next one. Until then, enjoy your time and goodbye.